My name is David Hicks. This is assignment 2, book assignment 2, S020A. These are the answers I wrote for question 1. A, B, C, and D are all lumped into each one of these. Okay, the first failure I have is J. Sainsbury, a British food retailer. They tried to automate its supply chain management system. When the project failed, it caused the company to write off over $500 million in costs related to scrapping the program and hiring a company to do the job the first company failed to do. This project was too large in scope and limited funds and poor planning. Number 2, when Allstate set out to automate its insurance system, they first set aside $8 million for the project. That was supposed to take 5 years and $8 million. But 6 years into the project, they readjusted the timeline and the cost up to $100 million. And this large project required more funding than initially thought due to poor estimation and creeping costs. Number 3, Westpac Banking decided to recreate its entire information system. 3 years and $150 million later, Westpac cut its losses and canceled the project. This project is probably the result of poor planning and a bad technical decision due to complexity. In 1988, hardware problems caused Bank of America to lose control of several $billion of trust accounts. All the money was eventually found in the system, but 255 people were fired because of the error. No money was lost, but this failure had something to do with specifications not being met, or something as simple as an error in the code. Number 5, California Department of Motor Vehicles started a project to revitalize their driver's license and registration application process. After 6 years and $45 million, the project was canceled. I think this failure may have been because of the scale of the project. It was too large and the allotted budget was too small. I think they cut their losses early and stuck with the old system. Number 6, the London Stock Exchange abandoned the development of a paperless share system after spending more than 132 times its allotted budget of $6 million. So it spent almost $800 million on this paperless system. The London Stock Exchange did. More than 10 years of development effort was wasted. This was funny because it took so long and cost so much money, and finally someone just stopped the foolishness and $800 million after 10 years and nothing delivered. This is an example of a company throwing money at a project, hoping it fix itself, and nobody really leading the project. This project had lots of issues. In 2001, number 7, in 2001, McDonald's wanted to create an intranet to connect 30,000 outlets with real-time information. They terminated early when estimated cost of completion reached $1 billion. $170 million was written off as a project failure. This project was large in scope and economically unfeasible. Number 8, an 8-year IRS infrastructure overhaul project has been in development for over 10 years now, and has cost over $8 billion and is still under development. This project is still under development, and scope, this project is either going to be a huge success or it's going to be a huge disaster. Number 9, American Airlines had to settle a lawsuit with partner car rental companies and hotels after a $165 million car rental and hotel reservation system project was dumped. This project is an example of poor oversight and poor planning. Number 10, the IRS uncovered an unintended side effect of its effort to eliminate the Y2K computer bug. About 1,000 taxpayers who were current in their taxes were suddenly declared in default due to the programming error. Over 62 million lines of code had to be checked for this error, and it was discovered that this error was a Y2K fix error. So one thing they tried to fix another error, they created a whole another error. This failure is one of oversight by the developers and the team leaders. Quality control issues here as well. Let's see. 1E. The most common cause of failure for these, the majority of the failures I read about occurred due to poor planning and poor oversight, as well as creeping costs. 1F. How many were avoidable? This is a tough one to answer. I just put that one could argue all of them could be avoidable and that all of them could not be avoidable. Fact of the matter is these businesses, these projects had pretty fundamental flaws for them to fail as massive as they did. These are very big failures that we're talking about, and so I mean, other than one or two of them, there was a huge monetary loss. 1G, what can be learned? Well, here's how I summed it up. The goal of a project is not to grow the project endlessly, but to deliver something at some point in time. Not everything can be known at the beginning of the project. So during the project you must be flexible, but you got to be precise as well. When you change things, you've got to continue to be precise and double check and triple check everything you're doing. And another thing is that every team is made up of individuals with their own part to add to the project. This makes the outcome impossible to guarantee, because everybody has their own ideas of what the outcome is going to be when they start out. They have an idea of I'm using my hands, sorry. And so that changes the outcome of the project. This is all. Thank you.